Today on Cookin' in College, we're going to show you how to cut up some wieners and put it in your beef stew and cook it and then eat it. The first step is going to be opening up the can. For this step, you'll need a can and a can opener. This is so you can open the can. That's not it. If you find that, you just move on and look for the next item. Sometimes you accidentally pick up more than one item and it could be dangerous. Now let's slap that sucker on there. You know what I'm talking about. And then we open it up. When we get it aligned with it's very hard for me to do. I do not have very good skills or good hand-eye coordination, so you'll have to bear with me. And you just want to squeeze it to puncture that can. Just pop it and twist. I call this move the pop and twist. I can smell it already. I actually can. Smells a little bit like cat food, but don't worry because we're going to cook this right up so it's edible for humans. Now, we're going to take off this sharp little sphere circle. It's not a sphere, and don't put it in the can because I have to tell myself. I always forget and I put it in there and I end up slicing my mouth. So, I'm so clumsy sometimes. What we're going to do is pick up the can now and we're going to dump it into the pot. Hopefully you have a pot. That was something I forgot to say. Dump it in. It looks, wow, suctioned. It's a little bit solid. Do you see that? Okay. Still smelling like cat food. Let's discard the can. That's what I love to do right after cleaning the kitchen. Now the next step is we're going to grab some hot dogs straight out of the fridge. But before that, we might grab some cheese. It really just depends on what you're feeling. I can never make up my mind anymore. So now we have the wieners in hand. We're going to open up the baggie. Nice and slow. Don't want to go crazy here. And we're going to want to grab that cheese grater so it doesn't go flying off the counter and pull it south. Good job. Now let's open up a couple of these wieners and put them on a plate. I usually keep the plate to my right. Sometimes I like to pretend I'm blind and I just feel for things. It's maybe you don't understand, but it's fun for me. So you're gonna want to put some hot dogs on this plate we finally got. How many? Maybe one. It's nice and juicy and floppy. So take a look at that and then put the rest down. And we're going to take a very sharp knife and be as careful as you can with it because I have heard of some incidents where things go wrong. That is a can opener. And I always forget, what does a knife look like? People are always scared of them, so I think it's a sharp object. I think it's like to the right of me, like to the east, to the northeast on my counter. And once you've got the knife, you're going to swing it around like it's not dangerous at all. And you're going to snip up those wieners. Nice and, alright, bigger than I usually do it, but this will do. Nice little chunker munkers. Looks good. We dropped one on the counter. That's not sanitary, but we don't care. We love germs. And when I say we, I'm talking about me, myself, and I. Living alone, solo. Cooking alone. Alright, those look pretty good. Thank you. Now, next step I'm going to do is dump the sausages we just cut. I cut into the bowl. Sorry, something was distracting me. Alright, so now they're in. We're going to show you what it looks like here. Okay, so I usually like to mix with my hands because I can't explain it. There's really no instrument that can replace what God has given us at the ends of our arms. Fingers can do amazing things. So we're just gonna mix and mix. We're almost to the final step. Okay, so I know you all love cheese. Unless you have some problems with digesting, you probably don't love it. I love eating cold soup before I cook it, just to see if I'm even gonna like it. If I sample it first and I don't like what I taste, I get upset. This actually tastes like metal. It's kind of making me sick, but I'm gonna power through. I'm gonna grind some cheese on this cheese grinder. We've actually contaminated the whole cheese block now because I forgot. By using my fingers to mix, that can be messy, and you're not supposed to touch other stuff after. Alright, I'm gonna keep on just grinding it down to a fine powder until we get some cheesy chunks to throw in the bowl. So I think I need to wipe my face. I have some soup. I just get so hungry while I'm cooking. I need to pull myself together though, because the kitchen is not a place for jokes. Lots of accidents have happened and can happen again. So I'm just gonna put the pedal to the metal. Keep working. I'm choking on cheese. Don't worry, because I'm okay. I know the Heimlich. Alright, so let's keep grinding away at that cheese. We're almost done. Just bear with me. Okay, looks like we're done. We have got about 75 to 100 slices of small cheese, so let's clean up that grain and scoop it up as best we can. It's a personal method that I find really works. Wonderful. Thank you. Alright, the next thing we're gonna do is actually heat up our creation. So if you want to see what it looks like, you can when I turn it right now towards the camera. So what we have in here is a lot of protein, a lot of salty, fatty goodness. Again, with the mixing with the fingers, I cannot express. There's no kitchen tool, utensil that's going to replace what our God-given hands can do for us, okay? That's why kitchens, you know. So what we're going to do now, it's all mixed, and it's getting a little messy and crazy up in here, so we're going to probably heat it up now so we can just eat lunch. So let's heat it up. So now I'm back. I actually just heated up the soup so it's ready to eat. It smells amazing. I am just ready to eat. So I'm just going to show you my reaction because I know it's going to be a good one. Gotta grab my spoon, take the first bite of my soup creation. You know what? Spoons they're just so futuristic. I like to reunite myself with the old pioneer days when people didn't have spoons. So this is how they used to eat, and this is one of my favorite ways to eat in public, you know, basically whenever I can. That bite is basically all hot dog. So let's get some more like cheese and soup fillings. I actually love getting it kind of right up under my nose because that allows me to smell the food while I'm eating it. It is a sensation overload. If you know what I'm talking about, comment, subscribe, you know. I just am so amazed with this meal. Sometimes I even get it in my eye, and that is like a triple sensation overload because wow, I'm messy today, you guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you can repeat this recipe yourself and let me know how it goes. So, see you next time on Cookin' in College. Eat 'em up. Yucko.
How much did I get on you?